You're watching Flippy James Disc Golf. My name is James. Happy you're here. Today we got 3 discs from Discmania, all in Color Glow plastic, and they were all sent out by Disc Golf Deals USA. If you use the link in the description, you're going to get 10% off anything on their site, except MVP, some of their MVP stuff. If you get an MVP disc with their new stamp on it, they are 10% off, so that works. So what we're working with today is the Showstopper 2, which is an FD, Ella Hansen Signature Series. We also have the Kyle Klein Creator Series Vanguard. They sent this out after I did his other plastic Creator Series one from last year. So I've been waiting to do something special with this one, and I didn't know what I was gonna do, but perfect timing. I just got the Cloud Breaker Gannon Burr Signature Series for this year. Overstable, I can already tell you. I'm not gonna be able to throw this one far. Gonna get a little baseline throw, hyzer, flat, and anhyzer with all 3 of these, and then go play a couple holes on a course that hasn't been on the channel yet, so I'm excited. We're gonna go FD, Vanguard, and then Cloud Breaker in that order for all these shots. Hyzer, flipped up to flat, came back over. I like it. I have a feeling that's gonna be my farthest flying disc out of all 3 of these. I don't know why I expected to flip. What you expect? All right, gonna throw these as flat as possible. We got a tail right to left. Oh, that felt so good. Little nose up, that one. Try and fix the nose angle with this Cloud Breaker. DD3, right? Didn't fix the nose angle, got it flat though. Flat shot shows a little bit more promise to me being able to throw it. Promise? What am I talking about? Looks like it'll be a little bit more usable than I thought after my first throw. I'm gonna put the FD a little bit higher than the other 2 because I think it's gonna be more of like a longer swooping, like right to left shot versus the Vanguard and the Cloud Breaker. I think they're gonna flex out faster. I can throw them flat and on anhyzer. Blue disc, blue sky, my bad. It's so glidey, I really like it. That had a good amount of glide too. I think probably went the same distance. Cloud Breaker. Let's give this one a bit more than the last couple throws. I like it. Just to show distance, FD and the Vanguard were about the same. Cloud Breaker, it might be the farthest flying disc now. When I said earlier that the FD might be the farthest flying disc, I wasn't feeling too strong when I started this video. I haven't thrown discs that much in like the last, I don't know, week. Only played maybe like 2 rounds, a little over a week, and so happy to be out here even though it's 85 and humid. So today we're playing at Pacific, Missouri disc golf course designed by Dave McCormick, the owner of Gateway. Really fun course, not too far from St. Louis, so if you're in the area and you've already played some St. Louis courses, like maybe you're visiting, it's worth the trip to make it down here. Well designed, a lot of fun shots. Gonna show you some now. All right, we're gonna play best shot triples on like 5 or 6 holes on the front 9. I just don't wanna run around this whole course, and some of the holes on the front 9 don't make sense. We're gonna play from the longs, I think the whole time. We're in B position, long tee pad, says 339 feet. And I'm pretty dang sure all of these tee signs are correct for distance. We'll do FD down this gap first, a little bit anhyzer. I am nervous because there's a creek over here, but I threw the shots out there, so at least we know what it flies like in case I lose it. Not on the agenda today, though. Oh, I was such a baby about it. I don't want to lose it first hole. All right. We got that out of our system. Next two, we're gonna go low on this right gap here. Let me make sure you can see it. Oh, you got plenty of room. Chunk. Woo! Best shot triples. Might be the first throw shank. There we go. Give me a skip. Oh, it just got stuck on something. No skip. Since we're throwing Discmania discs today, I brought an old P2 out that I have. It's not too old. It is Discmania made. Oh, that's no bueno. I'm so used to a bead. I've been putting with Wizards for a while now. Where did that come from? I haven't seen anybody out here. Oh, there he is. That was trippy. For those of you that like profile shots, this is the Color Glow. It's like the Horizon, what does it say? Ella Hansen Signature Series Glow Horizon FD. What a mouthful. The Showstopper 2. This is what the profile looks like right here, if it'll stay focused on the disc. Then we got the Vanguard. Looks very similar to the Kyle Klein Vanguard, the black and gold one I threw in a video a couple months back. And then the brand new Cloud Breaker. Got a good, come on now, just look at it. Got a good amount of dome to it. It's decent. It's not like the domiest disc ever, but debated on putting this hole in here. It's tough to hit the gap. I'm not the best at forehands, but we're gonna give it a shot. Oh, I thought I might get wobble and flip that. My bad. That's actually decent, a little short. Yeah, we're moving on. Hole 2, great hole here, just not so much for video, disc review type stuff. For the course and like playing around, I love it. I don't love it because I don't always hit it right, but I'm glad it's here. All right, this basket you can't see, but it is to the left of the big tree in the middle of the screen. So you got a few ways to get there. I'm gonna go just straight hyzer with all 3 of these. Leave it out here and hang it and let it swoop in. UDIS says 333. I don't know if I said that. I'm gonna be super excited when they get T-pads out here. I don't know what the plan is for it. Some of them are like a little bumpy, like this is an ankle roller. It's not their fault. There's definitely moles out here. Might have went a little long. Not enough cut in. Oh, I kicked. I was kicking the dirt all over these 2 discs. I didn't even realize that. Noob. Vanguard, I think, is going to have the perfect stability for that exact same throw. Oh, maybe it's a little too overstable for me. Oh, no, we're good. Yeah, I don't think I got it far enough. Fix them both with the Cloud Breaker. Gonna put this one flat, though. I think we're parked. I think we're parked. So the FD, I actually tried shooting a video of it versus the Crave, but all my Crave shots were horrible in the video I shot. So I've kind of just like put it to the side as well with this other Vanguard. I really like the FD. It was actually really good. And I don't know where there's the Vanguard. I don't know where. Cloudbreaker. Okay, so I was right off the tee initially. This is the FD. This was the Cloudbreaker. If it wouldn't have hit this tree, it probably would have skipped up. Vanguard was over there. It was short, like I thought. Okay, hole 4 here from the longs, 336. Whoever cut the grass here, do you just hate disc golfers? Like, why'd you leave that thing? Also, someone just walked into the woods, like right on the fairway. And I don't know what they're doing. Like, I'm not that good. I don't think I'm going to hit them, but it's possible. Perfect for the flex shot because I don't really have the forehand power to get there. I don't think. With like, it's just not controllable for me when I throw really hard and fast. But since the Cloudbreaker seems to be the most overstable, I'm going to give it a shot with it. We're going to throw the other 2 backhand. For the Vanguard and Cloudbreaker, like, these 2 aren't really too disc to compare directly to each other. But from what I've noticed so far, they both like start out the same for me out of my hand. The Cloudbreaker just has a little bit more bite at the end, which is what you'd expect from it. I'm not telling anybody anything they probably don't know unless you're just new here or have never thrown Discmania. I haven't thrown a lot of Discmania, but it's what you'd expect. The Showstopper, I think it's got a little turn to it. I've thrown it a little bit like in a video, but I think there's a -1 in there instead of just an 0-1. Oh, I didn't put it on the right nose angle. The amount of turn was good. Ended in the fairway. Okay. Vanguard, we're going to put on a lot more anhyzer. Oh, and I kind of grip locked it and slipped. I don't know what happened after I hit that tree. This is going to be silly. Oh my gosh, that was decent. It was just really, really low. I might have 333. In an open area, like on the perfect forehand with something overstable that won't turn over. That's how it goes sometimes. Closer than all my putts, that's for sure. Close. Get up. That might do it. Oh! All right, moved on down here to hole 7, 490 feet on U-disc. That one I'm not so sure about, but really cool hole. We play the road OB most of the time, I believe. So it's got a super tight fairway. This is a hole I'd love to see pros play, for sure. Calvin Heinberg throwing an eagle. Whoop-pam! Drilling it. Didn't put enough on that one to get to turn. That was like the one I thought I had the best chance with, because these I'm gonna have to put on Anheuser. And now this tree kind of comes into play. Oh, nose up. Oh, good tree hit. Thank you, tree. That tree for sure came into play. I tried too hard. Tried way too hard. Oh, I tried too hard again. Redo. If you are around the Pacific, Missouri area, they're going to have the Franklin County Open here September 8th, I believe. Zachariah Johnson, local pro, he'll be here. Gage Crowell's going to be here. It's going to be recorded lead coverage. They're going to do commentary on it. This course and Washington, Missouri's course. So I'm assuming both from the longs for MPO. Won't be here. I'm flying out that day, but I think it's going to be a good tournament. I'm excited to watch it. Oh, nose up. I'm going to have to look for that. Dang it. Didn't commit to the nose down. I was thinking, oh, if you put too much on it, it's going to go into those trees. And those are more dense, and I didn't want that to happen, so it's my bad. I found this cloud breaker from the road. Like, I love it when that happens. I brought this B2 thinking backhand would be okay. Kind of tight here. I would actually forehand this FD if these were the only discs I had to play with. Oh, you got to give it some. Should I try the P2 forehand or try and hit this backhand gap? Gave it a shot for funsies. Ah, too much. So we're playing one more hole. I was gonna play the shorts because the longs, like, not much different, but I just realized they built this deck for the longs of hole 9 here at this course. And the basket is, I don't know how far. I'm gonna have to look it up on U-disc. Out there in the field, like, what a cool shot. All right, U-disc says 386. The T-sign says 390. So I think that distance is still from the old long tees. I can't talk. So we're gonna try and do a little Google map in here. Drag the map and tap add point, and then back to where I'm at. Okay, yeah, I think this is closer to 425. It's between there. That's 30-ish feet. So like 390 to 320, 390 to 420. It's all good. Let's see what we can make happen. We're like 30 short of that, so that might have went 390. Let's just say it's 420 to the basket. That went the same distance as the other disc, just more right. Cloudbreaker. I think if I give it that same amount, only hanging out here, it'll be the closest one. Oh, nose up, but it might be okay. Swing for me, swing. Go, go, go. We'll see, we'll see. All right, pretty much called it from the T-pad. The Vanguard and the FD, same distance. The Cloudbreaker went like 1, 2, 3, 12 feet farther. And yeah, we got like a 16-footer right here. Okay, I went back here to hole 9, and the T-sign does show blues like back in the woods a little bit. So 390 might be true for that distance. I thought I would have reached 390 a little bit easier than that with these. I'm gonna give this FD one more shot from the shorts here, and then I'm gonna forehand the other two to show just like what not such a good forehand looks like for like off-axis torque, because they're gonna wobble, and show how each of these fight out, because I don't think a whole lot of people have the best forehand that can make it go super smooth. You're super overexposed. Let's crank you down a little bit right here. Yeah, I feel like more people are gonna have a forehand like mine than like a pro, so a bad forehand release might actually be a good thing for you to watch as a review. Little bit nose up, little swoopy. Yeah, that went 300. Whoa, weak. That actually didn't come out horrible. It's probably 300 actually. The other one probably went a bit farther. Oh, that was horrible. Look at the overstability though. That went low 2 times. Now that I'm back here, I don't know how far any of those went. That was better. Still nose up though. It just came out of the hand cleaner. All right, final thoughts on the FD. I like it. I can really only compare it to a Crave. I think the Craves have a little bit more turn. I think that -1.1 for a Crave is right versus the FD as a 0.1. I think the numbers, like, if you think of it as a whole, how numbers should be, what you expect out of them, I think the numbers are pretty good for that disc. That was way worse of a release than the first one, but you're gonna be able to trust it. I did a full review of the Vanguard. I think that one flies very similar to the one I had, so if you wanna know like a good deeper dive about the Vanguard, I'll leave that video up at the end of this video. Cloudbreaker 3, I've never done a video on. Actually might bring this out in the next one I'm shooting with the Racer, the new Innova disc, Halo, Wraith, the new run, and then I'm gonna bring out my new run Halo Destroyer 2, kind of compare the 3. That was better. Yeah. Cloudbreaker, like, it's an overstable 12 speed. If you're throwing 400 plus, that's where you're gonna get to really see that turn come in. But for me, I don't think I have in this video. Maybe that first shot in the field that I did Anheuser, that was the farthest shot of the day. I think it went farther than all these off these tee, which is crazy. But yeah, Color Glow Plastic in general, let's go get them. Let's hold them and touch them and talk about it. All right, so Color Glow Plastic in this heat, I'm a fan of. It's got a decent amount of grip to it, little bit gummy, sort of flexible. I feel like though, when the winter comes around and it gets real cold, like a lot of plastic, I think it's gonna be super stiff. I think it's gonna be not super stiff, but I think it's gonna be stiffer and slicker for sure. But I don't know, I've never thrown a whole lot of Color Glow. This might be my first Color Glow from Discmania actually I've ever thrown. Glow season is around. Let me know if you like Discmania's Color Glow 4 glow discs at nighttime, or if you're like me and just prefer MVP. It's so bright, sometimes too bright. If this video helped you decide if one of these discs is for you or not, please give it a like. If you want to see the Wraith Racer Destroyer video, hit subscribe so you don't miss out when I upload it. I think out of all 3 of these though, this FD stamp, the Showstopper 2, is my favorite. It's kind of got like a circus vibe, and it's kind of my thing. Which, by the way, I'm going to be in Allentown, Pennsylvania for 6 days during the fair festival doing trampoline shows. So if you want to come out and watch them, please do if you're in the area. And if you want to get around in, there's a course there. I played last year when I was doing shows there. Beautiful course. Don't know the name of it right now, but I'll definitely be back to play it. Love to get around in with some people that watch the channel. So if you're there, let me know. If not, see you in the next one.